Waging war on welfare fraud and abuse. Lawmakers in Kansas are approving a bill that limits what folks can buy with taxpayer cash. Tattoos, massages, cruises, you name it. Basically, all non-food items are off limits. It also limits ATM cash withdrawals to just $25 a day. Now, Lisa, what do you think? All states should do this?
100%, without a doubt. Look, taxpayers shouldn't be on the hook for welfare recipients spending money on spa treatments and, getting tattoos. Look, we should be giving people a hand up, not a hand out, but that's not what we've been doing. I think what we need to have is a broader assessment of welfare as a whole. Since Lyndon B. Johnson launched the war on poverty 50 years ago, we've spent almost $16 trillion building an entitlement nation. And look, we have over 200 state and federal means-tested programs spending about $1 trillion a year. But here's the kicker. The poverty rate hasn't changed.
Right. No, the poverty rate is actually highest it's been in decades. It's actually inching up. And again, every time you give something, a handout, things can get better and none of the money comes back. Wayne, your thoughts, every state, or do you not like this program?
No, I don't like this program. I'll tell you why, Eric. It's just another imposition of putting a regulatory group together who's going to regulate what they're already trying to regulate. What they need to do is just cut the program to be a limited in time, limited in the amounts of money, and say that's it, and enforce the program. You don't need another group of federal regulators to come in and tell you what you can eat and what you can't eat. Just say, hey, you got so much for this. It says, by the way, the program starts with the word temporary. So temporary is what it should be.
They always start as temporary. I mean, the whole war on poverty, welfare started as a temporary assistance. Eric, there's no fix for this. There's no fix for welfare besides getting rid of it. I mean, how many times have we heard about we got to stamp out waste, fraud, and abuse? And I tell you, these laws, these, no booze, no cigarette laws, are even worse because, to Wayne's point, now you've got government monitoring what you can buy, what's good or bad, and what does that do to the self-esteem of anyone receiving these so-called benefits?
Right.
It says to them essentially, you don't know how to think.
Certainly doesn't teach you to get out there and get a job and help yourself. Juan, very quick thought on this. I want to bring up another topic. Go ahead.
Well, I just want to say, as the true libertarian on this panel, that I'm so glad to hear my fellow panelists say, you know what, we should not be telling people who are poor how to spend the money. If you want, as a government, to be sensitive, to be a caring conservative, give the money to poor and then let them go. But I mean, you can't oversee.
You give the money
first, but then when you said take money and you give the money, that wouldn't be libertarian.
Well, I think we need substantial welfare reform.
Let me just say, it's not a matter of give if you have starving children. That's a matter of maintaining a stable society for good business.
Okay,
and we can do business.
Let's take it one step further.
Are then starving children getting the massages?
Guys, stop. There's something our friend, the surfer dude, won't like. A GOP lawmaker in Missouri has introduced the surf and turf bill. If passed, it would make it illegal for food stamp recipients to use their benefits to purchase seafood and steak, cookies, chips, energy drinks, and soft drinks, also off limits. Now, quick around. Lisa, should the government be telling people what they can and can't eat with the money they're given?
Well, I think what we should be doing is reforming welfare as a whole. I think we need to take it. Paul Ryan is a member of Congress who has introduced at least a plan to kind of roll in the federal government's approach and empower states to spend certain money and to really kind of, slow down some of these programs.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I think we absolutely need to reform these programs.
And while we're at it, let's stamp out the waste, fraud, and abuse, because God knows I've never heard that before, Eric. The only way to reform it is to get rid of it. If you want to help someone who you think is deserving, help them. But it's wrong. It's immoral to take from one group to give to another, and welfare's massive disaster has been the net result.
Why are you shaking your head a little bit? Your eyes are getting bigger. What's going on?
It's obvious. Listen, we just went through a terrible recession. Right now, it's about $500 a month for a family of four. That's about $14 a day. You know what you have to understand is we could be living in Brazil up on, mountaintops, going to work in helicopters and downtown office towers if we have mass craziness in the street, that kind of poverty.
Well, Juan, how many tens of thousands did you give away during the Great Recession? If you wanted to help so many people, how many, hundreds of thousands did you give away to help people?
I don't know exactly, but I give away a lot if you're talking about personal charity, and I certainly pay a lot of taxes, but I think
you should continue to do that.
Guys,
the bottom line here is these programs aren't working.
All right, they're not working. We would agree. And the other bottom line is they never scale them back when things get better. Wayne, I need last thought from you, Wayne. Is it okay to people for people to use food stamp money for steaks?
It's crazy. All of that regulation of saying where you can spend the money and how you can eat and all of that is just more gobbledygook. As I said, just limit the time and the money and say that's it. I don't care what you spend it on. That's it, and that's all you get.
All
Goodbye.
right, 46 million people. It's crazy. It's out of control. Coming up, guys.